Alright, hey guys, this is Dark Plays Rising Angels Reborn. Last time we significantly destroyed our chances of survival, but now Kika is working with me, which is crazy amazing. Kika is translating that stone tablet that we found a long time ago. The tablet picture that was on Zuri's tablet is super old. Anyway, she's translating that because that's apparently like a royal secret language that they use. And she's the only one on the ship that can translate it. Not even our ship translator could. So she's translating it, and she's also going to work to see if she can get the ship to work without the crystals that we accidentally destroyed. But right now we're going to go talk to Zuri and try to bring up her spirits. Hopefully Zuri is in her room. I can hear the faint noise of music resonating through from within. I knock on the door several times, putting more and more muscle behind it, but Zuri refuses to reply. I can't deny to myself that I'm growing more concerned by the moment. It never occurred to me that my cheery shield could be vulnerable. I need to be there for Zuri as both a confident leader and a supporting friend. Zuri has been there for me on this mission, and I need to be there for her. I'm coming in! A soft, beautiful melody radiates out as I slide the door open. Oh, I thought that was her hair! No, that's her wings. Inside, tears streaming down her face, is our guardian, my newest friend and confidant. Zuri's fingers slide up and down the small, dull flute as the music plays. Any doubt that my mind at her honesty is gone. She really was a flute player. I thought I said lute. For the Emerald City. No mere musician could make such a heart-rendering performance. Every note feels like it is being pulled from Zuri's soul, every tear being played out for the world to hear, each note telling the story of a girl facing the darkness. Her song is so soft and tender, hopeful yet sad. The real Zuri, the shy young girl that thought she was the one who caused her friends to die, the one who dreamed of being a hero. I'm envious. She's a warrior who fights with all of her heart. Even though her eyes are red and swollen with tears, I can still see the strength behind them. I can see the strength I wish I had. Maybe she was right. I'm not a warrior. I'm a soldier. I fight for duty and country. She fights for what she believes in. Her song makes me wonder, truly wonder, if I could ever stand up for that. If I could be the officer I want to be and fight for what I want to be. Slowly her song begins to fade. Zuri lowers the instrument and looks at me with a forlorn smile. Stop playing. I guess I never became the warrior I thought I could be. Zuri, that was beautiful. Why aren't you proud of it? Because I'm weak. Nobody who could play it as touching of a song as you did is weak. I never changed. I'm still the same pathetic Draymond. I can't protect anyone. Here we are facing death and danger straight in the eyes, and there's nothing I can do. No bad guy to thwart, no bomb to defuse, no monsters to shoot. Just like before, I'm powerless to save anyone I care about. My family is going to die again. I can't do anything. Family. Sisters and brothers in arms, sworn to fight and uphold peace and justice in the universe. The thoughts are crazy. Peace and justice doesn't get you promotions, but I know what she means. I know what she's feeling. I don't want to solve this mystery for some promotion anymore. I want to protect Zuri. I want to protect Soul. I want to save my crew. Soul's words come back to me. Zuri, you aren't entirely right. I never am. You protected me. You're giving me a reason to fight, a reason not to give up and let myself die. No, you don't get it. For being a scholar, you just don't get it. I've never played my music because I wanted to become a famous musician. I played it because I'm a coward who can't face the world. For someone who has to be a warrior and guard those she loves with her life, I still tremble when danger lurks. I kept training and training, but it never fixed anything. I couldn't stand up when the big moment came, and I couldn't stand alongside you. I fled back to my music again. I just wanted to be a warrior like a girl was. You really loved her, didn't you? If she was here instead of me, she probably could have found a solution. Even if she couldn't, she'd be able to do more than just play the flute to calm herself down. When Kika and Faye were in danger, I was scared, frightened. My knees were quaking at the thought of going to save them. But what did you do, no matter the danger? I saved them. You did. When I thought everything was over in the engine room, you helped me get back up again. After listening to you play, I feel like I could take on the universe. I don't want any harm coming to anyone here, and as long as I know you're here, I don't have to worry. Even though danger lurks even on the ship, I can feel safe knowing you're there. Zuri, brute strength alone isn't power. We need you. I need you. We're a team, Zuri. No matter how weak we are individually, we all pull together to make everything better. We're a team, even if I am just an SITO, assigned here temporarily. We are a team. For the first time in years, I don't feel the constant tug of loneliness driving me off the edge of sanity. I feel safe. There is more to life than making the next promotion. If I would have cared more when I was a cadet, maybe they wouldn't have tried dumping me in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I could have helped people, defended the directorship like I always said I would. Maybe. Here, lay down, you wordy scholar. You're wobbly more than my heart. Thanks, Zuri. Wake me in a couple hours, alright? Sure thing. I lay down on the rough cot sheets next to Zuri. Even though I am mere hours for my demise, I truly do feel safe knowing she's here, watching over me as I am watching over her. My family used to love this lullaby. I hope you do too. If you keep playing it from the heart like you always do, I'll love it no matter what. The soft tunes of the Draymond's flute play on as I finally lay my head to rest, my heart still and peaceful for the first time. Good morning! Stow the cheeriness for my sake. I see plenty of reason for cheerfulness. If anything, we should be throwing a party for me. Don't listen to her. We are no closer to finding a way to fix the engines than we are to inventing teleportation. Teleportation is impossible, idiot. Fixing our engines is not. Does the concept of comparison evade you? Don't fight. We need to work together. Where's Kylie? She's obeying direct orders with that demon. I wish the commander would listen and finally do something about it. Despite all of that drama earlier, he isn't doing anything to help save us? I find that odd. I don't know. After he had his turn with the radio, that whole angry, bitter facade disappeared, and he went back to being his usual dirtbag self. Odd. Very, very odd. Maybe he finally is at peace with something. Spirituality? Him? No, he's up to something again. I know it. Who did he send a message to on the radio? What did he say? He asked for privacy, just like Alphonse and Faded. How's my Menya doing? I was going to go check up on her, but I've been tail deep in wiring diagrams. She's not taking it very well. She let out a very, very depressing howl and buried herself in her data pad. So, could you go check on her again? I already planned on it once Kika tells me why she wanted us all here. She threw me a party, duh! I'm going to throw you out the aft hatch if you don't have a good reason for this. Can I tell them? Kika's inquisitive eyes bore into me, looking to confirm the trust I need to place in my friends and crew. Go ahead. I told Sol after we talked anyway. I've made headway on translating the runes from that photo. I'm not all the way there, but it is only a matter of time. Runes? What photo? Remember I told you on the bridge that Kika was translating a photo we managed to rediscover? No, you told me Kika was working on a solution to our problem, which was the engine thing. I know I did. You were exhausted. I doubt your memories are accurate. No, I'm pretty sure I told you. Pretty sure you didn't. I'm pretty sure that Sol's knowledge of the existence of the photo has no bearing on the rest of this conversation. Fine. Okay. Good. Now, as I was saying, but she never told me anything. Both of you are the stupid pairs of majors I've met. Shut up and let me talk. He's just forgetful. No, you didn't tell him. Like I was trying to say, despite this being a bad photo of sloppy carvings, I've managed to translate some of them. This was taken at the original site. Correct. If I had to guess, I suspect there was one on the desert as well. Somebody took them before we got there. No way those Wimpy scholars could have moved that big rock. No, I suspect that our SITO is correct in assuming a third party is ahead of us. With the information they gleaned from the rock, I'm beginning to understand why they left the crystal behind. They didn't want to risk themselves until a proper recovery team was in position. Precisely. What did the rock say? It was a warning. Oh good, you translated the ancient warning label. Thank you for telling us stuff that is absolutely useless to us now. If I would have focused on solving that mystery, you'd still be idiotly. Don't interrupt me when I'm trying to do my big reveal. You just did it. No, that was just the build-up! You have to do the reveal properly or it loses all impact. Haven't you ever seen an action-packed holovid? Kika, this is real life. You have no flair for the dramatic. I like it. Keep going, Kika. That's better. It wasn't a warning that touching the thing is dangerous, but that it was the weapon that ended the Zuri civilization. The key to the universe? If I had to make an educated guess, the researchers knew he was being chased, so he ran out here to hide it where nobody could ever find it or use it. That would be the logical conclusion. Rather boring, though. Do you have a better proposition about what is going on? No, but since I'm obligated to give a counter review, this is just the first piece of the real super weapon. He ran out here to put it in the rest of the super weapon and blow all of the Belano crystals in the entire universe. What? It was the joke. Kika, is there something you know that you aren't telling us? No? Housecat, now is really not the time to be holding information back. I'm telling the truth. Every word out of my mouth has to be honest. What about the rest of the words you aren't telling us? After I finish deciphering it, I'll be able to tell you that it wasn't a joke and there really is a super weapon out there that could do this. This day just keeps getting better and better. What? What if people get their hands on this? What if the Raltons come back for it? Assuming we aren't dead by that point, it would be safe to presume they would ensure we are. I bet they are out there right now, laughing their heads off. We did their risk management for them. That's why they've been letting us continue ahead, but doing everything they could to thwart our intelligence efforts. They knew of the dangers, but what better way than to see them firsthand? So you said that Stan seemed considerably happier when he got to use the radio in private. Think he has more than just a corrupt, misogynist pervert? He has never had an alibi. He attempted to bribe me to gain favor. His behavior has been suspect, and he failed to identify the toxin that Faye was poisoned with after the attack. That's all circumstantial evidence. Do you have any more evidence that would suggest someone else as the lead? There's no solid proof that there even is a lead. Your entire story is solely dependent on Zuri's word that she was innocent. I am! Where is the proof? You are the proof. You're the only person who could translate the photo. If Zuri was the Ralton infiltrator, you and Faye would have been left to die in the desert. Zuri risked her life to save you. Does that mean nothing? I'm not trying to be evil here. I'm trying to make sure all of our bases are covered. You made your point. Zuri's not likely to be the lead. As much as I would love to confront the good doctor about this, the fact of the matter is we are either going to die when the power gives out, or we are going to die when the Imperial show up. I doubt we have much time left to prevent either demise. What is our next action? There's only one thing we can do that will protect the most people. We have to smash the crystal. Have you gone mad? I'm serious. Nobody can be allowed to have this crystal. Even if there isn't some super weapon out there, this thing could be used as one. So do you have your family to live in constant fear of a routing weapon that could strand them on Kuhn? She has a point, Natalie. If just the energy from your fingers was enough to detonate a burst to short out our engine room, they could use it to fry much more. Kuhn wouldn't stand a chance. None of the dictatorship would. Why do I keep trying to say dictatorship? None of the directorship would. Too much of our technology is dependent on Bellanol crystals. Shut up, shut up, shut up! We don't know a dang thing about this crystal. If we smash it, we may never know what secrets it may hold. But nobody else will. I haven't even finished translating the runes. We don't know for certain if this crystal poses any real threat. The effects are plain to see, you stubborn house cat. We don't have the time. They could be on top of us at any moment. Please, Major Pusil, I just want a little more time. Finding a way to smash the thing won't take very long. We can risk a little more time. Nat, just let me smash it. 1 or 2 good hits from my tail will make sure this thing won't harm another person ever again. Let her destroy it. It's for the best. But do you whatever you want to do. What does my opinion matter? We're running out of time, Natalie. Your operation, your decision. If I leave this stone intact, it is likely that it could fall into the wrong hands. Almost certainly, even if the Raltons aren't preparing to swoop in. Do I trust this rock in anyone's hand? But there is so much that could be learned from it. Is it my place to say what is and is not right? Kika is in tears over this. All she wants is a little more time. Are we truly that hard-pressed that I cannot give an inquisitive mind just a few more minutes? I trust Sol and Zuri with my life, but Kika's advice hasn't been very wrong. Wrong very often. Okay, I'm gonna save here, right here. We're gonna try and give her a few minutes and see how badly that goes. She only wants a few more minutes. We keep it intact. What? Natalie, you cannot be serious. We have to destroy that thing while we have the chance. What you do? We have time left. Keep an eye on the sensors and watch for any approaching ship. Smashing this thing won't take more than a minute. Unless there's something you aren't telling us, deciding to keep secrets of your own soul. That's major hacking. Major Hackett. What aren't you telling us? Why can't Lieutenant Starr have her extra time to make sure there's no way out of this? Tell me, Soul. Kylie's estimates didn't figure in our ship being in operational mode instead of dry dock mode. Are you telling me you didn't turn off non-essential equipment? You stupid cat, I can't even turn the lights off. Everything is automated. Safety regulations dictate that they stay on. Regulations for lighting at a time like this? Soul, that's awful, even for you. Natalie, do you really think I didn't try to turn them off? Our system is hardwired, since nobody ever expected a cheap command ship to lose all generators and be stranded into space alone. Then how much time do we have? Maybe 15 minutes. Did you think that wasn't important information for us to know? What the hell? What sort of crappy executive officer are you? What does it matter? You had your shot and you blew it. I wouldn't have given the photo any attention if you would have told me this. You doomed us all. I didn't want you all dreading the moment. Having it quick and painless would have been merciful. And we have to do it now. It's a shot in the dark, but maybe a brainstorm session one more time might give us a fix. No. We have to smash the crystal. Now, why would you want to let anyone have such a dangerous thing? I don't want them to have it, but we have to use every minute we have to try to find a solution to our problem. No, if you aren't going to be a warrior and do what has to be done to protect the innocent, then I will. Get back! Going to smash it. You are not going to smash it. Calm down, Zuri. Why won't you stand up for what's right? I thought you were a warrior. Stop gawking and help me stop her, idiotly. In this cramped room, that tail is already doing more damage to equipment that costs more than I make in a year. She wants me to get past that thing and stop Zuri? No time left to fret. I have to stop Zuri. Friend or not, she's posing a danger to this mission and that crystal. Stop it! Holy crap, Soul is right about the force of Zuri and her tail. A glancing blow to the side of the head and the ceiling is spinning like a vortex. Unending agony spikes through my head. Hold it together, Natalie. Lose consciousness now and you'll never get back again. Zuri, look what you did! You mean what I'm trying to do? No, you scaly git! Natalie! I feel someone grab my hand. Pressure gives me an anchor, a focus to keep me tied to this reality. Are you alright? Natalie, stay away, I told you. I told you time and time again. One day you were going to end up hurting someone. Guess what? Let me help. Don't you think you've done enough? She's bleeding. Let me help. I know first aid. We don't care, Kika. We all know first aid. It was part of everyone's training. I still know it. Slowly, the world begins to focus. Spiking pain isn't going away, and my shoulder feels damp for some reason, but I can at least maneuver again. Is it alright? It just looks like you cut yourself out on a test tube when you fell. You'll be just fine. No, the crystal. Zuri didn't smash it, did she? I won't you let me do the thing I'm good at. I can only hurt those I care about, so just let me hurt the thing hurting them. I want to be a warrior. Sometimes we have to do things we don't like. I want to smash the cursed thing as much as you do. But Kika still needs time to work on it. Being a warrior means you have to put faith in your comrades, even if you think what they are doing isn't always right. Zuri, you're my friend, right? If she is, she's a lousy one, and stop struggling while I bandage this up. She's not a lousy one, Soul. If Zuri didn't follow her heart, she wouldn't be my friend. So please, have faith in me. Have faith in Kika. We'll do the right thing. Okay, I trust you, Nat. And I'm sorry for losing it there. You're okay, right? I didn't hurt you too badly. Maybe if I would have spent more training time with you, I could have taken that hit better or dodged it. It felt like you knocked me back to Earth. Even if you might have fractured my skull a bit, I forgive you. I think I should go. You all don't need me messing things up worse. Where do you think you're going? Let go of my tail! We're in this together! She's thrashing back and forth again, but Zuri is showing better self-control this time. I'm still having a hell of a time holding that thick, scaly tail, but I'm not in danger of going through the bulkhead. Let go, let go, let go! Soul, Kika! Dang it, Zuri, don't make us drag you back in here. We don't have time for melodrama. Then just let me go. These are going to be my final moments. I want to spend them with my friends. Friends who hurt you? Friends who care. Slowly the swinging subsides. I don't know what to do anymore. None of us do, Lizard Brain, but we stick together nevertheless. I don't want to abandon my friends. I just don't know what to do. That's why we have Kika. That's right. Do you actually have any ideas right now, or are you just back to bluffing? Bluffing, if you must know. I was hoping one of you might have ideas. After all that, Kika has nothing. I thought she had a plan, something that could be gleaned from this crystal. If only there was some way to resurrect our engine crystals with this one. Rocks with souls is a stupid idea. All they are is amplifiers and transmitters that hold it in focus. Or perhaps there is the way that we can reverse energy transfer to restore our crystals. So if you have no idea what you're talking about, just don't talk. Better yet, read a book on energy. Do you have a better solution? We could cross-compare the wave output to see if we could alter crystal's composition to restore the original Bellinor crystal signal output. Do we have the time for that? Time is ticking. I don't have any idea. It could be done in 10 minutes. Maybe if you hadn't tried concealing the truth from everyone and let us know how much time we really have left. I didn't want everyone counting down the minutes to their deaths. Stop it, both of you. This is no time to fight. Natalie, please stay out of this. What if we just stuck the crystal in the engine? Huh? What? You mean just stick this thing in our engine and fire it up? This is the most stupid thing... Kika? Sorry, I just wanted to contribute something. Okay, Zuri, any idea is good at this point. Especially one that is remarkably obvious that a brilliant genius like myself completely overlooked it. Wait, I had a good idea? A brilliant one! I knew keeping idiots around was a good idea. That's mean. It's a compliment! You might just have saved us all! And doomed the rest of the galley, you puffed up mouth cat. If the energy from Natalie's rubbing was enough to destroy, do you really want us pushing primary generated power through it? Hear me out before you try to shut me down. The phase shift isn't going to matter how much the engine. It really just needs the primary focus. We should be able to hardwire that thing in the places that needed small crystals. Pika, hush! Did you just tell a major to hush, Lieutenant? Yes, time is short. As I was saying, that should be able to get us into ship. We don't have to worry about frying anyone's engines out here, and I doubt the energy input is enough to reach at known space. We still have to travel through that space. We really don't do hush very well. We'll do in shift, outside interaction with regular ship. We shut down the engine before we shift out, and do an emergency exit. Problem solved. Problem staying solved. This won't hurt anyone? Just our friendly Ralphins, if they are out there. Personally, I don't care what happens to them. They didn't come trying to rescue us. The innocent people will be spared, and we can go home. Most likely. Most likely? Do I look like an engineer with a degree in ancient technology? I'm working on presumptions here. Better than nothing, Kika and Zuri. You start getting everything set up for the swap, so go get Kylie. I don't want anyone working on engines who isn't certified. I'll get the repair kit from the bridge. And if this fails, there's a small chance we've made everything worse than the rest of the universe, and we die. No risk, no reward. We have faith, right? Stick it in there! Have faith. Let's do it! If I were a box of emergency wiring tools, where would I be? Natalie, what are you doing here? Hello, still up here praying? You are correct. Have you come to pray with me? The spirits welcome all souls willing to seek their guidance. No thanks! As tempting as that is, I think your prayers might have already been answered. How so? Our navigator thinks she might have found a way to get our engines working and we might be able to go home. I just came up to get tools. Exciting to hear, but didn't you destroy all of the crystals? Not all of them. Kika thinks she can use the one we found in place of the others. Interesting. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks. Where's the wiring kit? Under Zuri's seat. Thanks. Wanna come with and see our last glorious charge? I will stop by shortly. I still need to use the radio quickly to send out a message, should this not be successful. I understand. Thanks for the help, Alphonse. My pleasure. I've got them. Let's get this thing moving. We have a bit of snafu here, Natalie. And with that one little scent, my heart plummets into the depths of Hades. There was collateral damage? It won't fit? Oh, if only it were that simple. Why don't you tell her, dear doctor? Doctor? Oh no. I refuse to let you do this. This is absolute madness. You've seen the power of that stone, yet you would use it anyway? Yes, stop thwarting us and get out of the way. I'm thwarting, as you so elegantly put, the destruction of space travel. Isn't that right, Kylie? I don't know. Kylie, don't let the monster pollute your mind any further. Have I ever led you astray? Have I ever done anything that has not been in support of our great nation? Should I answer that question? I'd rather you just stand there silently. How many times has he been cruel to you? How many times has he laughed at you for your size and stature? Personal feelings have no place in this matter. See, he doesn't care for you. He doesn't care for the non-humans of this universe. Major Hackett only cares for himself and his own survival. That's not what I said. Actions speak louder than words, my barbarian major. A touching speech, but this isn't Soul's idea. The power-hungry daughter of the most inept president in Earth history, another person who does not care for those around her, but for her own personal gain. So my personal gain helps those around me. Capitalism makes the galaxy go round. But it was my idea anyway. Please tell me, Lieutenant, but do you even know how this particular engine works? Do you know how any engines work? Well, no. But you do, don't you, my dear? You've always been marvelous at making things run so smoothly. Even the commander is always complimenting you. She always tells me that. Even got awarded maintenance officer of the quarter for First Fleet. That's right. You are one of the best maintenance people in the space sector. So what do you think about putting dangerous things into our engine? Well, the regulations say we... Darn the regulations. Rules are for others, is that it? Rules have their place, but we are minutes away from death here. We need to stop this whole charade and get this thing working, so the others may die. This is safe, I promise you. You wish to ignore the advice of a decorated technician whom I have heard you compliment so many times in the place of your friends and a woman who is barely literate? You promised you wouldn't tell anyone. Don't let him get a rise out of you. I see where this is going. If you will excuse me. Where is he going? To get the commander, logically. Half a second later, the commander walks in with a different major in tow. What is this about using that foul weapon? Forgive me, Natalie. You have nothing to be sorry over. That Major Pucelle would attempt to alter my ship without my notification is unacceptable. That she would put others in danger doing so. Your SITO are all alike. You and your mission first. Everyone else does not even register. This has nothing to do with me being an SITO. You are letting your hatred cloud your judgment. If I were to say that I planned on ending trillions of lives traveling through space, you would call me a madwoman, would you not? That's not what we are doing. I know I'm right. Stay out of this, Lieutenant, or you will be flight officer by day's end. You will not talk to her that way, Commander. She's the only person who has never let her eyes drift from the objective of getting home. Major Hackett spoke so much of your professionalism. Show some of it. I know accepting death is hard, but killing everyone else is not the way to do it. Officer Migsy, I order you not to do anything with our engines. Yes, ma'am. And you, beast, you can spend the remaining time in your quarters. Lieutenant Zuri, take her away. No! Excuse me? I said no! I trust her. She's doing what is right. Natalie is a warrior. Thanks to you, Zuri. I told you I'd protect you no matter what. I meant that. Then you both can be put on charges. I'm afraid not, Commander. Do not make this a fight, Major Hackett. I know you have strong feelings for Pucelle, but I know you are true to your duty as well. I am. Here, Zuri. My rifle? Natalie, you know what we have to do. Are you suggesting a coup? Suggesting nothing. Coups are legal. Natalie, you have the last card to play here. The trump card of an SITO. The one will ensure Vasuna never forgives my actions here today. But if commandeering command of the ship entirely means being able to get everyone home alive, then I'll find some way to make this sound better in my final report. By 16.7.8.115 of the Catageon Space Sector Chapter, I hereby exercise my power as a Special Investigation and Tactics Officer and hereby assume direct command of this vessel. Commander Vasuna, you are hereby relieved of your command. Major Hackett, the ship is yours. Computer, remove the commander's privileged access. Access terminated. It isn't enough to take my rank, but you monsters want my command as well? You bully the real heroes of this. Shut up, Colonel Nelson. You are under arrest on suspicion of treason and corruption. Do you forget our conversation? Soul? Don't worry about me, Natalie. We all have to own up to our mistakes one day. If I have to come down, I don't mind taking the monster with me. Zuri, take them away, and I lock them up in their quarters. Roger! When the galaxy finds out what you've done, I hope your punishment is vengeful. This isn't over. I like how she's still smiling. No more one-liners from you. Come on. As much fun as it was seeing them get what they deserve, we still are almost out of time. Kylie, don't hurt me. It's okay. Leave me alone. I'll do it. Just don't shoot me. Kylie, we aren't... Stan was right. You just want to send me to prison. I didn't do anything to hurt anyone. Just put the dang crystal in and stop blubbering. I don't want to die here. But what about everyone else? Just do it. Okay. Don't be so rough on her. I'll be nice when I'm not on the brink of death. I completely forgot you were here. Stop doing that annoying sigh. Pardon me. Are you going to try and stop us as well, Alphonse? I'd love to finally have a reason to shoot you. Your pictures meant that much to you. I'm not kidding, give me a reason. Soul, calm down, it's over. She's right, I mean no harm to anyone. I do not wish to join the spirits today either. Sorry. Staging a coup has me on edge right now. It's understandable. There, all done. You installed it correctly, not trying to sabotage us. Nope. Because if you did, Soul might not have any restraint left on letting you stay free or alive anymore. I'll double check. That's what I thought. I'm sorry, Kylie. There, all set. Let me go. Get out of here. How do we do an emergency restart? I'll do it. We'll need to be back on the bridge, though. There isn't a moment to waste. Hurry! I really hope this works. Where's the startup switch? Where is it? Kika, what? If you ever try to sit in my chair again, I'm going to eat your entire hidden stash of truffles. Truffles. I wouldn't want you to sit in your chair anyway. It smells funny. That's my cologne. Is it still that redwood musk? Why change that? It works. This is not chit-chat time. I worry about your blood pressure sometimes, Kika. I worry about my oxygen consumption in 2 minutes. She's got a point. Ready, all phones? Standing by. Emergency engine checklist. Pilot shows negative power in both engines. 2D energized co-pilot. Emergency safety switch set to off. Pilot. Co-pilot. Even in the heart of emergency, Soul is still following the checklist to the letter, professional to the end. Applying emergency restart switch in 3, 2, 1, applied. Soul? Well, this is the worst possible moment for my foolproof plans to fail. Well, restarting the engine is going to take all remaining power. Either we are going to quickly die of hypoxia as air escapes are now offline environmental shield, or the lights are going to come back on and all of our systems will power back up. Does that mean what I think it means? The power is barely within limits, but power has been restored to all propulsions and life support system. You did it! Ah! You really did it! I knew you would! Stop attacking me! We're gonna make it home. Measuring the signal radiation. I can't! This picture! So cute! Measuring the signal radiation from engine. Just don't look at it. Well, looks like the house count was right. Measurements are saying that it isn't breaking more than 100 kilometers. The crystal can't end the galaxy on its own, it would seem. You didn't end all transportation in interstellar life as we know it. You did it, Kika! Let me go! Yay! Oh, let her express her happiness, you grumpy house cat. Even I'm impressed with you right now. Alright, you can keep hugging me just this once. We can make it home, but the root question still remains. Can I hand over this crystal, this potential technology? Is it my place to make that call? But for now, I just want to let myself get swept up in the festivities of the bridge. I don't want to think about the decision I must face later. Zuri gives me a brief hug as she keeps bouncing around the bridge. Seeing her out of the dark, depressing funk gives me hope once more. Kika, put us on course for Duster space. Stay outside the 100,000 clink range, please. I told you that we won't be able to affect it while in shift, but fine, I'll play it safe this time. We're going home! Hours later, as the party begins to wind down, I find myself still unable to shake the concerns over the future. I had fun toasting Kika, though we had no alcohol to do so, and redistributing Stan's hidden stash to make for a feast. Everyone smiled, trying to forget how close we came. But seeing Faye constantly grimps out from the pain and the haunted look in Kylie's eyes remind me of the burden I have to carry. This is not a flawless victory. It's not much of a victory at all. You haven't even touched your steak nuts. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Soul made it way too done, didn't he? I told him that all they needed was light heat, but he kept thinking they were too bloody. No, the steak is fine. I don't like it bloody myself. Then what's wrong? Really, there isn't anything wrong. I'm worried about what's going to happen when we get home, too. I can't really lie to you, can I? You proved you were a real warrior back there. You faced danger right in the eye, and you didn't budge, even when we thought you were wrong. All I need to do is work on my fighting skills, right? Don't I? Well, since I'm right here beside you, you don't need to worry about them too much. I do feel a lot safer with you around, Zuri. It warms my heart to know that, but I want you to depend on me more than just for safety. Well, what do you mean by that? Are you blushing? I was thinking about how Kurel wouldn't be proud of me if she could see me today. Oh, wait, what? I've been thinking, maybe there is more to protecting others than just kicking the butt of the bad guy. It's a critical skill to being a warrior, but I want to be more. I want to be that type of warrior all of the elders talked about. Someone who can be wise and strong. More importantly, I want to be someone who can walk alongside you. When I'm around you, I feel like I can be a better Draymond, a better warrior. In the past, I would have taken her words with a chuckle. Of course she'd want to be with me. I was the best and brightest the universe has to offer. Now maybe I'm not. Zuri feels strong in my presence, but I feel weak. Like I can see past the shine I've touted for so long to see the rust that has been growing underneath. My heart is racing like I had just run a marathon. My brain is muddled from the mental exhaustion. I want to stay with you, and what I'm trying to say is that, see, that's why I want to be with you. I don't even know how to speak the words on my mind and my heart. I can't teach you that. I can't do it either. We can learn together. I'd like that. Do you think we're going to get in trouble? They haven't done anything illegal. They have those rules for just these sorts of circumstances. Too many power-hungry officers who wouldn't help SITOs on official missions. But she's right. The thing is incredibly dangerous. We can't just go home and hand it back over to the authorities. Is it our place to decide that? We both took the oath to follow orders, and our orders were to find out what happens to the researchers and report our findings. We also swore to protect the people. Can you think of any use of this sort of information that doesn't result in the suffering of innocents? Which is more important, protecting the state or protecting the people? But why can't we do both? Why must they be separate? If you can find a way to stop the corruption of power, let me know. Let's ask Kika. I'm sure she can find a way. First I have to think up an idea, then we can ask her. I'm glad we didn't let you go. It was nice being able to protect people with more than my tail. I want to keep doing it. We've got a bright future ahead of you, Zuri. We have a bright future ahead of us. Right. Orders might someday tear us apart, but hey, if you aren't going to eat that, can I have it? Sure, it's a bit cold though. That's okay, as long as it isn't mushy rice, I'll take it. Future, what does it hold for me? For us? Zuri doesn't want to look at the dark aspects of it, but they still lurk there, in my mind, in my heart. I don't know how much longer we have left of this, but I am going to end this video right here. Sorry guys. Cliffhanger. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.